Fortnite has been around for 4.5 years, but if this one update never happened, Fortnite would have certainly died. Today I'm going over the top 10 most influential updates in Fortnite history. At the number 10 spot, we have the JOYRIDE update. They added all the cars we know and love, as well as a bunch of map changes by adding gas stations, as well as introducing the gas canister itself, which worked fantastic with the recent fire update. Cars were such a highly requested feature for many years, and it was clickbaited ruthlessly, so to finally see it come to the game was such an amazing feeling, and that's why it deserves the number 10 spot. Next, at number 9, we have a surprising entry. Chapter 2 Season 1 was known for little to no updates, but we did get a fan favorite, and I'm talking about WINTERFEST 2019. First things first, the WINTERFEST Lodge was a gigantic hit. You could log in every day to earn free rewards like skins, emotes, loading screens, weapon wraps, and the Zone Wars mode was in the game during the entire time, which was a lot of fun. If that wasn't enough, we got map changes like the winter cabin at Weather Station, snowmen around the map, the presents returned, the lump of coal was in the game, and during that time, the Star Wars event even happened. It wasn't a ton of new content, but maybe I'm being a little harsh about Chapter 2 Season 1. Next, we have easily one of the biggest updates in recent Fortnite history, and that's gonna be the Mothership update. So the motherships are finally on the island in Fortnite, and now they are abducting players. If you're near the mothership after a couple minutes, you got abducted into the mothership and you were put into a holding cell with other players near you. Then you would go and be in a mini game collecting orbs to get rewards. Once you were done, you redeployed and you were back into the match. But for the very first time, we're actually taken out of the battle royale and experiencing a mini game in the middle of our match. This was an insanely creative update. People were freaking out. We also got the alien parasites in this update, which would attach to your head and consume a little bit of your health, but would give you a speed boost while they were on you. The mothership completely blew my mind, and that's why it's number 8 on this list. This next one at number 7 is huge for overall content. One of the beefier updates on this list. The update that gave us our first ever vehicle in Fortnite, the shopping carts. Nowadays, when we look back, the shopping carts might have felt a little bit boring, but in that moment, they were our first vehicle and they created so many memes and funny clips and moments among the community. But that's not all we got in that update. Bouncers for the very first time got added to the game, some much needed mobility. Traps now dealt 150 damage instead of 75 and allowed me to continue my reign as the trap king. Pumps got a much needed nerf because they actually had a 2.5 headshot multiplier and can do almost like 250 damage. Oh, and they also added the jetpack as a limited time item, the first time we can fly in Fortnite. This thing was requested for a very long time, and it was finally in the game and created some extremely memorable Fortnite clips. Let's go! Overall, this update had so much content packed into it, I had to give it the number 7 spot. But do you know what single update completely blew my mind and changed my perspective about Fortnite forever? At number 6, we have THANOS in Fortnite. I remember in 2018 waking up early for the update, getting in game and seeing the gauntlet appear in the middle of the map, players rushing towards it, and then someone picking it up and transforming into THANOS himself, then just start destroying the entire lobby. Players would team up to fight against THANOS because they knew he was dangerous, and I remember transforming into him for the very first time. It was an incredible feeling. I actually felt like THANOS. Yeah! Bring that here, boy! And that's when I knew that this game was special. The fact that they were able to bring to life this experience in the game and bring THANOS into the game. It was one of the first collaborations that Fortnite has done, and it really started this whole collab experience in the Fortnite universe. At number 5, we have an update in Chapter 3. Number 5 goes to Tilted Towers returning. It was frozen in ice in the beginning of Chapter 3, but we could see the silhouettes of tilted towers starting to form as the ice melted. And once the ice thawed out, I remember landing there. It took me straight back to 2018 when tilted towers first got introduced. Hundreds of players just landing in the same spot. The chaos that broke out as soon as you dropped, rushing for a weapon, landing in Big Bertha, landing at the clock tower. It was such a cool experience and they executed it amazingly. Now, tilted coming back is kind of insane, but why would that that be at number 5? Well, people forget that in this update, we also got Colombo, a very lovable, iconic character to the game. Rest in peace. May we see you again. This was easily the most popular update in recent Fortnite history. Next, at the prestigious number 4 spot, we have update version 3.4. This happened in season 3, and not many people thought this was a great update, but it truly changed Fortnite forever. So what was so crazy about this update? Well, they changed the gray and green pumps to green and blue since they were really insane and had amazing stats. They added the egg launcher for Easter. The boogie bomb finally returned after they fixed some bugs with it, and there was an extremely memorable April Fool's prank where all the impulse nades were super impulses that launched you to your death. And we got vending machines, and these were hyped up when they dropped, and they're not like the vending machines we have today. You had a certain amount of items slotted, and you could pretty much purchase them with materials. Okay, so those are a few good changes, but the main attraction was the guided missile launcher. This item was completely mind-blowing to Fortnite players back in the day. You shot out a little rocket, and you switch to the rocket's POV, and you can control it and kind of fly it around for a certain amount of time before it blew up or made impact with something. But the reason why this was so crazy is you could actually self-rocket ride using the guided missile launcher. That created for some insane moments and clips. But that's not all. We also got the introduction of first shot accuracy in this update. That's right. Before this, every gun had bloom, no matter if you were accurate with it or crouching or ADSing for a certain amount of time. But now we have the option of first shot accuracy. So if you actually aim down sight and you wait a second, you could get a very accurate shot off. This changed the way long range Fortnite played, and it allowed people to actually be skillful with their aim. And that's why this update deserves number 4. This update by itself has more content than some entire season launches. When season 4 drops, the pumps were finally back. We got the helicarrier, the Dr. Doom POI at Pleasant Park with the mythics and the vaults. The group mythic was added into the game, but no one was expecting the Stark Industries update. An entire new biome is just now in the middle of the map. This huge circle inspired by upstate New York brings the Stark Industries POI, a giant lake in the north with cabins. We got the Iron Man boss and the Iron Man mythic unibeams and gloves, which was easily one of the most fun mythics to use in Fortnite history. The Tony Stark cars that drove insanely fast and had no fuel. New Stark chests that were at the industries that gave you guaranteed insane loot. Thor's mythic hammer got added in this update. A brand new Marvel Knockout LTM, which had you face off against 4 other players in a bracket-styled tournament. Oh, and of course, the Galactic drones, aka Gorgers. They had little drones that you could pick up and use as a gun. And if you took them out, you got an unvaulted gold RPG. That was all in one update in the middle of a season. That makes certain season launches look weak and is easily the biggest, most content-filled update in Fortnite history. If that's number 3, then what's number 2? Well, it's another absolutely iconic Fortnite update, FORTNITEMARES 2017. A lot of you might have not even been playing Fortnite when this thing dropped. We got an all-time iconic item, the Slurp Juice, and we got one of the most iconic early Fortnite items, the pumpkin launcher. You can now automatically pick up ammo and builds. The storm got a visual update as well, so now it kind of looks like how it does now. Before, there was like a hexagon storm, and they gave the old SMG a much needed buff. But the real important update here was the item shop. That's right, this was the first time you can buy a skin from Fortnite and the introduction of the item shop. You could not change your skin before this update. Everyone was a default. This easily deserves the number 2 spot. If this update never happened, I can guarantee Fortnite would have died out. And that's why I have to give the number 1 spot to update version 1.6.3. On September 26, 2017, Fortnite Battle Royale had just dropped a few weeks earlier, and it got a little bit of attention. A few streamers were playing it, but guys like Ninja were holding off on playing it. All the Battle Royale streamers were still playing PUBG at the time. Why did Ninja and other streamers not even want to try Fortnite?
I was watching people play it every day. I was watching CDM play it pretty much every day, and I was waiting for some sort of accuracy buff.
Oh, like before, like first shot? I feel like it was like really just bloom heavy.
It was all bloom.
Epic saw this and came up with a smart fix. Standing still, crouching, and taking time between your shots would allow you to shoot your weapon and actually be be accurate when you were aiming. And the higher rarity your weapon was, the more accurate it was. This actually made the game playable, and people like Ninja decided that this update meant he'd give it a try and would go on to change Fortnite's history forever. And this is also when they added duos and squads. Before this update, you could only play solos. If that wasn't enough, the nail in the coffin for the #1 spot is this was also the update. Fortnite Battle Royale went free to play. Before, you had to pay $25 for Fortnite Save the World to even play Battle Royale. If the game only had solos, terrible guns, and Bloom, and you had to pay $25 to play it, Fortnite would have never blew up and would have fizzled out. And that's why this deserves the #1 spot. Thank you guys so much for watching.